just a few days cases, as Bud Namick reports, they really are a family.
Usually, it's the son following the father into a particular sport. Not so with the Smith family of Odessa. Craig is the owner and driver of an alcohol dragster. Father Ben is a member of the crew.
Well, I'm kind of the catch-all. I do what nobody else will do.
Do you mind that?
Oh, no, not a bit. I just do everything I can.
He loves it. He wouldn't miss the race.
And Ben hasn't missed a race in his 2 years with the team. Ben's wife and Craig's wife are the support system for this crew, keeping them fed and the spirits high. Craig's wife doesn't attend every race, though, but she has a pretty good excuse.
My wife comes to the local ones. When we have to travel far away, then she doesn't come because there's enough room in the truck for everybody.
Drag racing can be dangerous. A crew member watches out for his driver. A father certainly cares for his son. But this father doesn't want to slow down his son's racing career.
We flew together. I flew for years. Craig flew right alongside of me. It's all in life.
There have been cases where family members have ended up on opposite sides of the track running against each other, but not this weekend. We're down to the semifinals now, the final 4 cars in each category. Here we go with the final 4 in the top fuel category, and a great matchup on top. Ron Smith against Chris Karamessinis. Smith ran a 5.8 in the semis, so he takes the near lane. He was 1/100th of a second faster than Karamessini. And the Greek gets beat off the line. That could be enough to do it for Smith. And Ron Smith is into the finals with a scorching 5.8, 250 miles an hour. Up against Smith will be either Bob Neal or Doug Burpee in the Spokane Diesel. Burpee in the far lane now wants to get into the finals in his hometown. Neal gets a good jump, but Burpee's got a good piece of that drag strip. It's Doug Burpee in the Spokane Diesel moving into the top fuel finals, only 212 miles an hour. In the AA funny cars, it's the battle of the great names. Chris Lane driving the Desert Rat and John Martin in the Jam Air Special. Lane ran a 5.93 last time out. He's in the near lane. Martin had a 5.84, but with a more powerful engine. And this one's going to be decided at the finish line. John A. Martin in the Jam Air Special by just 11/100ths of a second. And he will run the finals against another car with a great name, either Craig Epperly in Insanity or Gary Densham in Teacher's Pet. Densham, a shop teacher from California, is in the near lane, and this is going to be another close one, folks. It's Gary Densham coming on down, and he's going to win it by just 7/100ths of a second. The Teacher's Pet is into the finals. Alcohol dragsters now. Craig Smith against Kurt Prososki. Smith has not had a bad run all weekend, and it's a dead even start, but Smith has the horsepower to pull away. It's going to be Craig Smith of Odessa into the finals at 6.22, 218 miles an hour. On the other side, it's Paula Gage in the Custom Machine Special against Larry Van Unen. Gage in the near lane looking to get into the finals once again this year. She's off to a good start. It's going to be Paula Gage coming on down to the finish. Paula Gage in 6.33, 210 miles an hour. She'll meet her old nemesis, Craig Smith, in the finals. In the alcohol funny car division, Don Moffitt has had the hottest car all weekend long. He'll be in the near lane against that flaming yellow funny car of Bob Versteeg. Moffitt gets a great jump off the line. He's going to be awfully tough to catch. He won't get him. It's Don Moffitt into the finals, 6.51, 212 miles an hour. And on the other side, Roger Bateman will be in the near lane, and it's the Idaho Kid, Jet Field, in the far lane. Here we go. Bateman gets the jump. Jet Field will have to play catch-up, and here he comes at the finish. It's Field by 4/100ths of a second, 6.40, 214 miles an hour, and your finals are set. As you probably noticed, it gets rather noisy around here. Our crews have been issued these earplugs, and they block out the noise pretty well. We suggest you turn down the TV set a notch or two and call in the kids, because coming up, the grand finale, the pro finals. Don't you dare miss it.